for Wednesday, April 4th and April 11th at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Round 5, Friday, April 6th and Saturday 7th at the Fawn Playing Field in St. Patrick. Round 6, Friday 13th and Saturday 14th at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Round 7, Cuthbert Peters Park in War, Friday the 20th and Sunday 22nd April. Also at the Lauriston Mini Stadium on April 22nd inside Carriacou. Semi-finals Saturday, April 28th and the grand finale May 5th at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Over $70,000 to be won. Come out and represent your parish. 8 weeks of exciting football. Pure Grenada Cup. This ad sponsored by Star Malt.
Clean hands save lives. Keeping hands clean is one of the most important steps we can take to avoid getting sick and spreading germs to others. It is best to wash your hands with soap and clean running water for 20 seconds. However, if soap and clean water are not available, use an alcohol-based product to clean your hands. Alcohol-based hand sanitizers significantly reduce the number of germs on skin and are fast-acting. Follow these simple steps when using an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. 1. Apply product to the palm of your hand. 2. Rub hands together. And 3. Rub the product over all surfaces of hands and fingers until hands are dry. This is a message from the Ministry of Health.
You're listening to Hard Talk Grenada via www.hardtalkgrenada.com.
Why should I get weary? Tell me why should I? Why should I? No way. Lord, 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 though the Lord is so heavy. Oh, yeah. I'm moving on. Yes, I'm moving on. Lord, Lord. Oh, God. From the cradle to the grave, little by little, stage by stage. I never get weary. No, I never get weary. Sorrows and laughter, time of fear. Good and bad, I had my share. I never get weary.
And a good morning, Grenada, Carriacou, and Pidimartnik. Once again, it is time for Hard Talk. My name's Sheldon Scott. I'll be here with you until the 12 o'clock hour, flying solo for the day today again.
Keep moving, just can't afford to stop. Yeah.
See this thing? I had to take a vacation. And I'm telling you all now, I had to take a vacation at night.
Lord, until my work is over.
Yeah, I gotta take a little rest.
I'm gonna be up for
Whether 1 week or 2 weeks, you know?
the system hold me down. But when my work,
Yeah, I'm late this morning, eh?
that is when I
I know you like the little piece of ABBA that you get this morning. Maybe a while you haven't heard some of those tracks yet.
let my soul to rest. Hey.
Can't play it during the program. Yeah, I can't play it during the program.
Oh, I never get
Facebook would actually throw the program off from Facebook, yeah.
trial and crosses in
So saying a special good morning to each and every one of you wherever you are. Hoping that you're having a fabulous, beautiful day today. It's a wonderful Friday on the Isle of Spice.
I've got to feel
There's no better place to be than right here, right now.
weary. No, I never get weary. Cause in this time when
The only better place than here is heaven, man. You have to kind of go through a process of dying to go there. And I know you want to die right now, so this is the best place to be, isn't it?
can't,
Beautiful beaches.
oh my God, I gotta
A little cloudy today, but no rain, yeah.
until my work.
At least not up till when I came inside.
Do the best I can. I'm gonna be up full, brave and strong. Can't let the system hold me down. But when my work is over, that is when I lay me down. For nothing more and nothing less. Till Judge, I put my soul to rest. Hey,
Yeah, not 100% today, eh?
I'm moving on. Yes, Yes, I move.
Yeah, Devon is unable to make it today. Yeah, but he'll be with us on Monday, God's willing.
Valley as I walk, persecutor.
Yeah, you and then you say, when I came back in the studio, I realized I missed her call yesterday and I didn't call her back. So if you see her call and quarrel with me today, it's my fault this time. When I came back, I saw I missed a call and it was from her. And you know, when you start 69, right, nice. And you know.
Cause my faith in my Father is what's keeping me alive.
Good morning to you, Telescope.
What is coming, but I know I will.
Sonia, good morning. Kester, yeah. Nazi B, good morning. No, not that Nazi B, my Nazi B. Randy, good morning to you as well. Kim, Neil, Lesan, Andra, Lulu, Jillian, Hazel, Terrian, Blossom. Yeah, Louisa, Hermina, good morning to each and every one of you folks. Remember to like and share the program. Like and share the program. Yeah. Weird? Nah, I ain't trust that one.
When my walk is over, that is when I'll fly away.
Me?
That is when I'll let me know.
Yeah, but I have to take a vacation. I'm saying no because, you know, as soon as you go on vacation and you're off air, there are some sycophants out there that seem to find every reason for why you're off air. They fire you. You vex and you go. They don't give you this and they don't give you that and you're upset and you're gone. So I'm saying it from now, yeah? I need to take a little vacation. I'm tired too, yeah? Come on, I've been doing this for how many years? No vacation. Anytime I'm not on air, when I traveled or some sort of thing, it's on some type of business. And as such, it's not like I was getting to rest. So I need to take a rest. I'm saying it from now, eh? You could feel the tiredness. But until my work is over, eh?
Yes, I'm moving.
The Kingman of Jamo. I wonder if he's taking part in competition. Huh? It looks like a Jamo passed the stage of competition now. You know? I wonder if he's taking part.
The cradle to the grave, little by little, stage by stage. I never get weary. No, I never get weary. Sorrows and laughter, time of fear. Good and bad, I had my share. I never get weary. No, I never get weary. Just like the breeze that blows.
Yeah, so sometimes you have to tell people early. So I'm saying early that when you miss me for a week or 2 weeks, I am on vacation, right? Nice.
Why should I?
Got the sycophants are busy, eh?
Lord, until my work is over, I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna be
Saying today, share with your brothers and sisters.
system hold me down, but when my work is over,
If it's 50 cents you have and you could give somebody 25 cents, give them.
more and nothing less. Still charge up.
Share with your brothers and sisters. Share with your brother, man.
Tell me why should I? Oh, I never get weak.
I'm not going to do like other people and preach hate. I'll never come on here and preach hate, yeah?
Away, I still got
Always say, I have hate, you know. I may hate the things that people do. I may hate the things that people say. I do not hate people.
when temptation comes on strong. I've got to face it like a man. I never get weary.
I don't think I ever met a person that I genuinely don't like, eh?
This time,
I may not like their actions. I may not like their words. But I don't think I've ever met a person that I don't like.
I keep moving. There ain't no place to.
I'm straightforward. I won't tolerate nonsense.
Can't hide from myself.
There's a boli tree outside here. As I say, I don't put my mouth in boli to say what I have to say. I say in it.
Until my work,
I ain't going and whisper it.
I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna be up full, brave and strong. Can't let the system hold me down. But when my work is over, that is when I lay me down. For nothing more and nothing less. Still judge, I put my soul to rest.
Hey folks, remember to get your copy of the Carib Update Weekly, eh?
Yes, I'm
Toro, good morning to you.
Lord.
Advertiser is the best newspaper in Grenada. You better take your opportunity and make sure that you get involved, eh?
I never get weary.
Yeah, contact the Carib Update people. I'll give you the number in a time.
Some say that's what I deserve. So they reward hatred for my love. I never get, no,
Remember the Brotherhood of St. George, they have that second annual variety concert coming up. Not this Sunday, but the following Sunday. It's going to be at the GBSS Auditorium, and it's going to be featuring the man you hear singing there now. A Jamo, yeah. Nigel De Gale by 2. The Anglican Church Choir, Robert Pear, Algernon Belfon, Lisa MacDonald, Rita Augustine, and the Daniel Trio. So it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful one out there at the GBSS Auditorium on Sunday, the 29th of April. Starting at 5 p.m. Adults only $30. At the door, you're going to pay $40, so buy your tickets early. Children 15 and younger, $15. Yeah, so they're paying $1 for each of the years. You could also bring the family, and that's a mother, father, and children, or mother, father, or mother and 2 children, father and 2 children, whatever. Yeah, any mixture there? Nice, $60. You could get your tickets from the Brotherhood of St. George. As the members of the Brotherhood of St. George. Mr. Matthew Dopwell, good morning to you. Mitchell's Pharmacy. Food Fair Complex in Grand Dance and the church office on Church Street. Koila, morning. I'm gonna do the best. Patrick, morning. I hope you all are having a fabulous morning this morning, eh? That is when I live. Island Caterers. I have a complaint on Island Caterers. Rasta moving on. A friend of mine don't have the finger again due to Island Caterers. The food was so good, they bite off the finger. As I walk, persecutors on my back. I never get weary. Patrick. I never get weary. Some say that's what I deserve. So Matthew Bowen, good morning to you, bro. 41 degrees in a sunshiny Brooklyn. Wow. No London, it's sunshiny as well. Joel, morning. Betty, good morning. Hannah, my dear, good morning to you. Scoops, I see you reach in. Irvin, good morning as well, huh? Folks, tomorrow it's the Grenada Invitational. I know last night they had the welcome party and so for all the people who came in, yeah. For the athletes and also some of the officials, and so they had a nice little thing down there at the yacht club last night for them. No, Sheldon did not go. Sheldon does really go out these days. Tell her they are tired. Get one piece of headache, I had to sleep out the night. Oh yes, that is when I let me down. Till my father say. 440-7377 and 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to get onto the inside. Has been a very interesting week. Indeed, early up this week, you heard the listing of the new permanent secretaries at the various ministries. And so, yeah, so you have the new list of new permanent secretaries that are at the new ministries, including yeah, scholar. Yes, man. And is a person who is very competent and very capable academically and otherwise for the position that he has now attained. Yeah, that's Finley Jeffrey, the scholar. So for those of you that may have missed it, Miss Anne Brazan, she's the permanent secretary with responsibility for national security and public administration. Mrs. Sally Ann Bagwan Logie, she's the permanent secretary with responsibility for home affairs and information communications technology. Little by little, stage by stage, I never get weary. No, I never get weary. Sorrows and laughter, time of fear, good and bad, I had my share. I never get weary. No, I never get weary. Also, in what used to be the Ministry of Works, you realize it have no Ministry of Works again. It's the Ministry of Infrastructure Development, Public Utilities, Energy, Transport, and Implementation. Yeah? So you have there Miss Kim Frederick. She's the permanent secretary with responsibility for infrastructure development and implementation. Very important there, because infrastructure development, that's doing the buildings and so on, and the roads and the bridges and all those sort of things, and implementation. So, in other words, you don't go and pave a road like happens around the world, but it does happen here too sometimes, and you can't blame NOASA for that. But you pave a road, nice, new, nice paved road, and then 3 weeks later, NOASA come and dig up the whole thing because they're going and lay new pipe in that area. That's where the Ministry of Implementation comes in. A lot of people hear implementation, but they don't understand. It basically touches base with all other ministries so that whatever is being done by government or even major projects being done by the private sector can be coordinated in a proper manner. Right? So you don't decide that you're going to spend $500 million to redo the Western Main Road and redo the Eastern Main Road, and as soon as you finish paving the road, NOASA announces that they have a multi-million-dollar water project to improve the supply of water to people in a particular area, and they have to come and chop up the same road that just paved to put down the pipes. No. So that there's coordination between NOASA and the Ministry of Infrastructure Development, so that NOASA knows that they're going to do the road there, so they come before or they come during the period and they put down their pipes, and so within a reasonable time they test it to make sure that it's working. It could take the volume of pressure at a high pressure point, and so like when everybody's using that, it could take the stress without cracking, without having to go and dig back up again. So they do their test, that is down. And that if, for instance, Flow decides that we don't want to be running lines on poles in that particular area, we prefer to be running the lines underground, as happens in a lot of countries, that they decide we want to run those things underground. Okay. I'll leave it alone. Thank you, my brother, for that piece of information. But the piece of information I want you to give me is what happened yesterday in Baines Hall. Yeah, nobody ain't talking and tell me what happened in Baines Hall. Somebody call me. McDonald, call me. Yeah, tell me what happened in Baines Hall yesterday. Nice, good. Yeah, so it happens. That's why a lot of people been hearing different ministries and they just pass it on. They don't understand what's taking place there. But when it comes to the Ministry of Implementation, understand how very important that particular department within the ministry is. It was previously under the Prime Minister's ministry. At a point in time, I know then Senator Kenny Lal Singh had responsibility for it. Then the Honorable Alexandra Otway Noel had responsibility for it. And then the Honorable Emlyn Pear had responsibility for it. The responsibility now falls to the Honorable Gregory Bowen. And it is within the Ministry of Infrastructure Development. And so what we would have called the Ministry of Works before the Works Ministry. Yeah? So you see that evolution in relation to the entire thing. Junior, good morning, my brother. Yeah, the man with the Viscera bucket and Viscera bag. Good morning to you, Junior. Yeah, hey, you guys need to let me know. Junior, you guys need to let me know where folks can get tickets for the Little Miss Grenada pageant. And I'm hoping on Monday, and Juma, I'm hoping on Monday to have one of the persons who's going to be involved with it in studio with me. All right, I'm hoping that that can take place. Junior, pass the message. Nice, I know you go pass it. Right, yeah, so the Ministry of Implementation is a very important ministry. That department is a very important department. So you have a permanent secretary there with specific responsibility for infrastructure development and implementation. So the work that Miss Kim Frederick has to do is very important. Yeah, so we don't end up wasting a lot of money. Right? So that you don't go building the Parliament building, and then after the Parliament building is finished and you pave the road at the end of the construction, you can't pave it before, you have trucks and so passing there, you go just mash it up again. So you pave the road at the end of building the Parliament building, you don't turn on the water and then realize that you need to change the pipes that run in that particular area, so you have to go and dig back up the road that you just do for the Parliament building, right? So that you check all those things before, and there's a coordinated approach to all of government programs, because we've seen it in the past where you just do a nice piece of road and then 2 minutes later you see NOASA to come and dig. And it's not that a pipe burst, it's a project they have and they have to go and put down some pipes and so. So there needs to be that coordination there. And also, not I keep saying NOASA because NOASA is the one that we see the most and who usually run things underground. But you may have an instance where Flow decides in a particular area that they want to start the process of taking their lines from hanging over and start bringing their lines under. Because in more developed countries, we see it like that. They don't have all these lines running over, they're running under. Yeah? So we may want to see that happening in some areas, that you start seeing different departments, different utilities start to run their things underground. I'm not positive on how that works for electricity. I do know that in some countries, they do have some of these things running underground. The power runs underground and so. But it's a tunnel system and all this kind of thing. So maybe the possibilities we may even see that sort of thing happening in different areas. But that's where implementation comes in. Also, we have Ms. Patricia Clark, and she's Permanent Secretary with responsibility specifically for public utilities and energy. So she'll be working along closely with Ms. Kim Frederick in relation to realizing these things and also looking after things like the issues in relation to the same NOASA or be it one of the phone companies and so, and energy, the oil and gas industry and so on, and Grenlec, WRB, that sort of thing. So she'll be working along with the she's the person who will be implementing government's policy in relation to these different departments and so. So if government has a policy in relation to electricity, Ms. Patricia Clark has that responsibility to make sure that that is implemented. If they have a new policy in relation to NOASA, Ms. Patricia Clark has that responsibility to ensure that that happens and so. All right, under the Ministry of Education, Human Resource Development and Religious Affairs, we have Mr. Finley Jeffrey. He's the Permanent Secretary with responsibility for education, and that is a wonderful appointment, believe me. I tell the Prime Minister, I'll sit down and plan this thing. Who is the best people to put in the best positions? Right, so he's acting there with responsibility for education. Then we have Ms. Jacinta Joseph. She's the Permanent Secretary with responsibility for Human Resource Development and Religious Affairs. All right, so Human Resource Development, remember, that is the retraining and training of people and so, and with people who are within the public service to assist them to gain higher education, gain more training, more competence in whichever job that they're doing and so. All right, good. Ministry of Tourism and Civil Aviation, you have Mrs. Arlene Buckmeyer Outram. She's the Permanent Secretary there. Ministry of Youth Development, Sports, Culture and the Arts, you have Mr. Kevin Andel, Permanent Secretary with responsibility for youth development, culture and the arts. Yeah, very important. And you already know that is my thing. All the way to talk about it, that is my thing. Youth development, culture and arts. Yeah, because I drum, I just actually paint, yeah, I draw. I could do a little bit of wire bending. Let me hush my mouth. Next thing Helen called me and tell me come and do things. Yes, I could do a little bit of wire bending actually. Right? Yeah. A lot of things you don't know I could do, Yeah, I doesn't talk all the time and boast up yourself and see what I could do and see what I can't do and thing, Right. Let me check on the live. Who is there? Right. Nicole, good morning to you. All right. And Beverly, the other Beverly, good morning to you as well. Eh? Right. Brenda, I'm fine. I see you and Cathy there this morning. Yeah, I hope you all are wrong. Just remember to like and share. Like and share the live this morning. All right. Nice. Beautiful. All right.
Why should I get weary? Tell me why should I? Why should I?
Ms. Veronica Charles, she's the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Social Development, Housing and Community Empowerment. I'm trying to remember if Mrs. Veronica Charles is a new appointment. I do believe so. I can't remember there being a PS with that name before. I think she's a new appointment. Mr. Alva Brown, I think he continues in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I think that's where he was, yeah. So he continues there. He does an excellent job, yeah. Ministry of Labor, Miss Lima Frederick. So she'll be dealing with all the trade unions and the trade union issues and those kind of things, isn't it? Ministry of Legal Affairs, so all of the laws and the bylaws and etc. etc. That's Miss Ruth Rouse. She'll be dealing with that. Yeah, that's under Kindra. Nice.
Just like the breeze.
Ministry of Finance, Planning, Economic Development and Physical Development. You have Mrs. Ophelia Wells Cornwall as the Permanent Secretary.
Just can't afford to stop.
Yeah, she's been within that department for quite a while. Ministry of Trade and Cooperatives, Mr. Aaron Francois as the permanent secretary.
Until my work is over, I'm gonna do the best I can.
Yeah, so that's part of what you heard for this week.
Let the system hold me down. But when
You also heard of continued exploration in relation to Grenada's oil and gas possibilities. Yeah.
still charge up with my soul.
So one well has been successful. There are 3 wells being drilled again.
Oh, I never get weak. Oh, I never get
Also, you had an explanation from the Honorable Minister and Acting Prime Minister in relation to that would be GPG's arrangement with the oil company in Trinidad. Because the thing is, you don't want to be set up a refinery in Grenada, unless some people want it. But I think it would be I think it would be damaging to our environment, etc., etc. And the cost involved in it, believe me, I don't think we could pay it anyway. So you're looking for an existing refinery. So when you get the oil or the gas, and in this case, most likely it's going to be natural gas. To the north of Trinidad, while you do find some oil deposits, it's mostly natural gas that you find. To the south of Trinidad, you find oil. In Guyana, they have oil. In Venezuela, they found oil. To the south of Trinidad, you find mainly oil. The same thing we just throw on we skin and go and play jab with. Well, not the same thing, but you know it when it refined and then used. We just play with it, which is kind of weird anyway. But anyhow, oil, you find it mostly to the south of Trinidad, right? So the south of Trinidad and in Venezuela and in Guyana, you have oil. To the north, you have mainly natural gas. So the possibility is high that what you'll be finding are deposits of natural gas. They've confirmed one, they've tested, that one is okay, good to go. They have 3 others that they're going to go into and make sure, so that you have a serious avenue now for the further development of Grenada by its entrance into the oil and gas industry. Yeah? Nice. Beautiful.
till my father say I must rest. That is when I lay me down. Oh Lord, 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 Lord. Hey, until my work is over, I'm gonna do the best I can. I'm gonna be up full, brave and strong. Can't let the system hold me down. But when my work is over, that is
Hey, let me say a special good morning to Azari.
still charge up with
I wonder if his mommy is listening. Yeah, that's quite out there in the UK. You know, yeah.
that is when I'll
I'm
fly.
trying to remember the name of the city, you know. Lulu, remember the name of the city there?
That is when I'll live.
Also, Azari is April born. Okay, yeah. April is nice people. So I hear.
Till my father say I gotta move on. Lord,
Until my work is over, I'm gonna be up full, brave and strong. Can't let the system hold me down. But when my work is over,
Yes, so the Christchurch Foundation School of Barbados, they're on their way to Grenada today, you know. Guess what they're coming here and do?
weary.
They're coming for the Grenada Invitational tomorrow. They will be challenging, the local schools in the 4x400 meter relay. Listen, local schools, yo, don't let them Bajans come and beat us in that 4x4, you know. That is embarrassing in Karani land. Bajans come and beat us in the 4x4. Know what they're doing, you know. All right. I'm not sure if it's going to be a combined secondary school team here from Grenada, or if it's going to be, most likely I think what would happen there is that you're going to have them matching up against the other schools in the 4x4, yeah. They may have SAS, GBSS, etc.
I never get weary. No, I never get
Know all you're doing, right?
sorrows and laughter.
So, folks, that's why you've got to get down to the Grenada Invitational early. I think it starts around 3. I'll confirm the time in a little while. It starts around 3. Because there are going to be some really interesting races involving the locals early up. So you don't want to reach late to the thing only because you want to see Justin Gatlin. Gatlin is here enjoying himself. I didn't think we could get our guy to go back, you know. Yeah, we might just have to organize a little place for him to stay and thing. And he will have to go through the process of marrying a Grenadian and so on. See if he could get his citizenship that way or Tracy roots. Next thing you know, the man has some kind of Grenadian roots somewhere inside there. He's not as lucky as Braylon, eh?
But when my work is over, that is
some of the people who come for the Grenada Invitational, they want to leave. They want to go. When time comes to go, they doesn't want to go. Last year, Asafa didn't want to leave. Thank you, Lulu. Aldershot, yeah. So, Azari, happy birthday to you, man. Out there in Aldershot.
You're gonna find some time to pray. I never get weary. Rasta never get weary. When temptation comes,
Muscles, good morning to you and the crew down there in the kitchen, man.
I never get,
What you guys got cooking?
I never get weary.
To the staff there at the hospital, a special good morning to each and every one of you. Take care of our Grenadian treasure, Muscles.
Can't stay still. I gotta keep
Yeah, let's call him Raphael. Nah, Muscles.
moving.
Or they might call him Mr. George. We call him Muscles, yeah. Take care of our treasure, yeah?
I gotta move along. Until my work is over, I'm gonna
The point find you looking to go back at all. And
be up full.
Trump go deal with you.
They hold me down. But when my work is over, that is when I lay me down. For nothing more and nothing less. Till Jaja put my soul to rest. Hey!
To those of you out there in the UK, know it's afternoon time already up there. Remember, the Grenada High Commission quarterly invites members of the public to a town hall meeting featuring addresses from, Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada. Yeah, that kind of announce the man like how does announce him in them boxing match. Are you ready to rumble?
Was my faith in my father.
In the green corner,
I don't know.
Dr. the Right Honorable Prime Minister of Grenada, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell, 2 times undefeated champion.
Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Hey, until my work is
With
over,
a record of 5-1,
I'm gonna be up full, brave and strong.
winning his last 2 encounters by knockout.
My work is over, that is when I lay me down. For nothing more and nothing less.
Also the undefeated, also in the green corner, the undefeated Honorable Peter David, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Member of Parliament for the town of St. George,
That is when I lay.
with a record of 3-0.
Till my father say. Till my father say.
So both of them, they'll be at that meeting, that town hall meeting. Know my friends like Chris and William and so Blossom, I know all of you are going to be there. That's taking place today, and they need you all to be there by 6:30. Yeah, they need you all to be there and seated by 6:30. Nice, good. No, I ain't crazy. I ain't leave out the address. Yeah, the Bloomsbury Hotel, 16 to 22 Great Russell Street, London. I think you need the code. The nearest tube to there is the Tottenham Court Road. So remember, that's the Bloomsbury Hotel, 16 to 22 Great Russell Street in London, WC1B3NN. That's the code, right? So remember, you've got to get to the Tottenham Court Road tube, right? Once you come out there, you'll be close. So just use that your little GPS. Oh, Lolly, I have phone with GPS on it. Yeah, use that.
They walking in the street, they wouldn't talk.
Plus, there are maps there anyway. You can see where you're going.
Yeah. I said they walking in the street, they wouldn't talk to people they meet. For them a screw face.
Yeah, some people didn't come down, and when they decide they come down, that is why they get licks in election, and then they wondering why. Yeah.
Feel their dreams and aspiration. Now they so high looking down, they cannot find their way around town.
I want to vex with everybody because they lose. I mean, come on. Stop that now, man.
They better come.
I'm sure there are issues in relation to national development that we can discuss in a serious and concerted way that can help develop our country, move our country forward, and even give ideas to government that probably things they didn't look at in that particular way. Yeah? Nice. Oh, yeah. But, hey, GT, what kind of thing going on there? Hey, what is this, GT? What is this?
How people change so very easy. A little money, and they become so uncomely.
They're treating you with scorn, they forget that you are a friend, yeah. They're treating you with scorn, they forget that you are a friend. Now they're fretting when you visit at the home.
GT, I'll give you a call right after the program and we're going to sort that one out, man. That can't happen. They can't allow that one. No, we can't allow that.
They living to receive, they wouldn't give up.
I know yesterday the farmers and fishermen, they were supposed to have their meeting from 5 p.m. at the Baines Hall. Somebody let me know who they selected to go into the Senate now, man. Yeah, let me know who they selected now. You ain't telling me nothing.
They better come.
There's a large all quad, so
they better come down. They better come down.
Nah, the lodge is not a bad thing. The lodge is a good thing. So I hear. Englishman. Let me say a special good morning to all the Coast Guard officers. Hope you all are having a fabulous morning this morning. Continue to do the wonderful job, brothers and sisters. Yeah, there's some female Coast Guard officers too.
On your side every day.
And also, let me say a special good morning to all of the individuals in the Royal Grenada Police Force and especially in the Special Services Unit. They say I doesn't pick them up enough, right?
You wonder where them gone. You cannot find them.
Whether you're at the True Blue Barracks, Camp Raymond,
politicians in the sky,
whether you're based in Carriacou, wherever you are, we're saying a very special, glorious Grenadian good morning to each and every one of you.
People suffer and die.
So them fellas just look sharp. And ladies, it has some ladies in the SSU too, eh? Yeah, hey, and them ladies and them, they straightener. Yeah, I actually see them in competition and so already. Don't play with them ladies and them in the SSU, you know. I must put it like to you like this. Play with them at your own risk. Yeah, Brenda. Good morning. Depot, yeah, man. What do I call it? Nah, I ain't repeating that. No. I not repeating that. The man, no. Man ain't no grasshopper. No. Them fellas and them didn't like the man. They do what they do. And he more than doing well. He's doing excellent. We ain't paying well. Well is when it have a little bit of water and you have to send down bucket. The man doing better than that. All right? Nice. Good.
They better come down.
All right. So a good partner of mine who I trust 1000% just send the information for me.
They better come down.
He said Dr. Dunstan Campbell was selected as the farmers' representative yesterday. Let me know who were some of the other nominees, if there were any other nominees.
How did they get them?
So Dr. Dunstan Campbell, he is the person selected by the farmers' representative as their representative in the Senate.
They walking in the street, they wouldn't talk to people.
The 10th Parliament of Grenada.
For them a screw face, full of fear and desperation. They use corruption to fill their dreams and aspiration. No.
44073. Wait, nah. Oh, that's right. 4407377. That's the number for you to call and get onto the inside. And 347329. I have a feeling I gained the wrong number. Yeah, 347-329-3101. I know that one is usually Devon on. And we're saying a special good morning. Oh, good. Yeah, boy. I started to get all different direction. Yeah, boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, Mr. Michael Church was suggested as well. Yeah, he would have also been. There are two nice nominees there. That would have been a nice person as well to represent the farmers in the Senate. Yeah. You want a Sheldon versus Devon race tomorrow? Englishman, you ain't seen that. I tell you, I want a race. You tell me get a race.
They forget that you are a friend, yeah. They're treating you with scorn. They forget that you are a friend. Now they're fretting when you visit at the home. Them I think say you come to beg them for a loan.
What I realize as well is that Grenada is getting a lot of promotion. A lot of promotion during the NBA games. This is something that, believe me, we have to congratulate the organizing committee of the Grenada Invitational. We must congratulate them and the government of Grenada for being involved as well. Because there is absolutely no way Grenada would have been able to pay to get its name being called during the NBA playoffs. No way. That's millions upon millions of dollars. But because That is being broadcast by ESPN, and ESPN has partnered to bring the Grenada Invitational for the next couple of years. They have decided that they're going to broadcast in between the NBA to let people know that the Grenada Invitational is coming up tomorrow and that you're going to have the opportunity to see it on ESPN if you are not in Grenada. Yeah, so, I mean, I want to see it live and direct. I go be there, me and thinking and all. Yeah, I want to be there tomorrow. Nice, yeah, me and taking this thing on no other side, you understand? Brenda, morning. Zephyrin, good morning to you as well. Hey, yeah, man. Byron, morning, sir. Nice, beautiful. All right, good. 440-737. Are you afraid to call this morning? That is not a problem, you know. Yeah. If you're afraid to call and thing, or you feel afraid to just play music in between and thing too.
And they become so uncomely. They treating you with scorn, they forget that you are a friend, yeah.
Gloria, good morning. So folks, remember, like and share the program,
No, they're fretting.
And you do have the opportunity, if you have an issue, you can call in and speak about that particular issue.
I think you come to beg them for a loan. They living to receive, they wouldn't give a poor dog a bone.
Aaron Devon has some business that he has to do today. Sometimes, you know, Devon is a much more busy fella than me. Eh? Yeah, Devon is a much more busy fella than me. That's why he's not in today.
They better come down.
My only suggestion to the farmers and the fishermen and to their Senate nominee, I would like them to make sure that they keep in touch with the farmers and the fishermen in a serious way, and especially the fishermen out there in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, that they make a special effort to keep in touch with the fishermen out there in Carriacou and Petit Martinique and those here in Grenada, because I think lots of times over the years, sitting in the Senate or sitting in studio here and listening to what is taking place in the Senate, or sitting in the audience listening to what's taking place in the Senate, I do not think that the issues that affect the fishermen are ventilated enough. Yeah? It's more of a personal thing that I was hearing for a few years. We need to hear a lot more of what has been taking place for our fishermen and so, yeah? We have a caller online. Good morning.
Yes, tomorrow is yours. Tomorrow is yours, and waiting for you.
Okay, here's what I'll do. Anytime I say it at the beginning of the week, that is for the whole week.
Tomorrow is yours.
Like you see in January, I just say one happy birthday, one happy anniversary and everything for the whole year. So in case I ain't see you for your birthday, I ain't see you for anniversary and thing, I say it in January already.
You have to address the matter with pride.
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Come and meet me tomorrow, no, let me go.
Papa, you a date? Is that date you're talking about there? A date nothing, a date?
Great time tomorrow.
Go ahead. I go hear when they say you call radio program and you're looking to go out. I go hear when they deal with you. You know you just don't get a problem when you call already. So
Papa,
I go hear.
Papa, what we gonna do?
Well, that is life, Nenny. We can't be bothered.
We can prevent people, eh?
We have to keep moving.
Keep moving, Papa.
All right. Well,
All
you
right.
have a wonderful
Have a
day
nice
today. Yes, God bless you.
All right.
All right, Nenny.
Bye-bye.
Yes, indeed. 440-7377. 440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get onto the inside of this morning's program. Yeah, that's the number for you to call and for you to get onto the program. And I think we have a call online. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yes, morning, sir.
Morning.
Is it hard talk, yeah?
Yes, you're live.
Yeah. I just want to air my views, yeah?
Go right ahead.
What I have realized, since after the election finished, a lot of people are calling many programs on radio station and requesting numbers of candidates or MP.
Yeah.
And they have been told, many people are telling them who they call in to ask for the numbers, that they do not longer have the number of the people that run. But before election, everyone had everyone number, and everyone could have called everyone at any time.
Okay, but before you
So
go,
what is the cause of that?
hold on. Before you go any further, I listen to nearly every single radio program in Grenada, and I have not heard what you just say. I listen to Shaggy in the morning. I don't hear that. And outside of that, I personally have the number of all 15 candidates, and every single one of them, from Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell down, every single one of them have the exact same number that they had before election, and in some cases for the last 5 years. So that is totally untrue. That is some people from the... Hold on. That is some people in the NDC who are trying to create the impression that people forget people. That's a lie. And I'll call it out for what it is on air to you. I won't say it when you come off. I'll say it to you now. It's a lie. That's a lie. A blatant one too.
I listen to several programs, and I've been getting...
My brother, I can dig into my phone right now. I can dig into my phone right now and pull out the number of all 15 candidates.
I'm not saying you do not have the numbers, but when people are calling the programs to get personal information or help, they have been turned down or been told.
By who? Which program?
They know that Shaggy program, new program.
That's not true. That's not true. Kami, I know what you're talking about, and that's one instance. Come on. Don't take one snowflake and make a winter storm. Come on. Let's be honest. And let's be decent here. Outside of that, which program? Hold on. No. You will not be allowed to twist the truth. It is untrue to say that the ministers have changed their numbers. All 15 have the exact same number.
I never said they changed. I'm asking if they changed.
They have not changed. I can confirm to you that none of the 15 have changed their numbers. And you are trying to twist a situation that I realize a political sycophant with nothing better to do but beg people has gone on air and tried to twist what Kami said. Kami would not simply go on air and give out the number of a government minister. So don't go that direction. I listen to Shaggy. Hold on. I listen to Shaggy. Hold on. No. You won't be allowed to get away with that, my brother. I listen to Shaggy every single morning. Even when I'm not in Grenada, I listen to Shaggy every morning. And that is the only... No, don't try to hear any laughter in your voice, because you know you get caught today. No, listen. Hold on. No. Lies die right here. That is a lie. I listen to Shaggy every morning. That's a lie, and you know it. I listen to Shaggy every morning, and that is the only instance I've heard of anybody calling and saying anything along that line. So you're lying. Don't lie for my listeners. Don't disrespect the intelligence of my listeners. You're lying. Do not disrespect the intelligence of my listeners. Come on.
No. What I would like to see is the same relationship they had before the election. I would like to see that with the candidates and the people who they represent. You know?
You would like to see that. So who tells you that doesn't exist? And he's gone. Yeah, you won't be allowed to disrespect the intelligence of my... If other people would allow you to disrespect the intelligence of their callers and their listeners and the people who support their programs, that's their business. You will not be allowed to lie on my program. Here, Hard Talk, the People program, yeah. If you want to call it the New National Party program, it is a New National Party program. You will not be allowed to lie here. It's not true. So don't come with that one. Let's shoot it down one time. If I want to find Kendra Maturin Stewart, the same numbers that I had for her before election is the same numbers I could call her now and get her on. The only reason I would not get her in a meeting, if it's Monday morning and it's any time before 2 o'clock, I know that she's in cabinet. So I won't call then, because I know if I call, I won't get a response because the phone will be off and it would not be in cabinet. So I know I can't get her at that point in time. On a Tuesday, most ministers would be meeting with their staff in the morning time. Most ministers. I would know. So most ministers, from the Prime Minister to every other minister, they're meeting with their staff on a Tuesday morning. And outside of that, it's not election time when they're out in the constituency, so you call and they're on the street, so they answer, or they call and they out. Now they are in a ministry putting together the policy for the next 5 years, instituting that policy. So it's not like you get them as you get them before. Now they are in meetings. Some of them, they have to travel now and again. So don't try to pull that one. Good morning. Hi, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Scott.
Can we, what am I trying?
I don't know why he's trying.
What do we?
Morning. Good morning.
Wrong place.
And yes, wrong program he called it.
Wrong program.
You don't worry him. Because, you see, the other man tried to twist what I said.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, Mr. Scott. Good morning to Mr. Watson, Patsy, and everybody, all my friends.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just give people phone number if they don't tell you to give it out.
Exactly.
Right? I was talking about the boardwalk, and I called and I said the Ministry of Works. I called on them first, and I said the MP for the Town of St. George.
Yeah.
So Shaggy no me and Peter tight. He said, "Well, yeah, your number." I said, "No, I don't have his number." I would not have given his number on air. Peter give everybody phone number. And he have people, Mr. Scott, that know they come to me and they ask for Peter number, give them. Because they want to go to in his office.
But
or so them call him.
Peter number ain't changed since 2000.
And I let people to speak to Peter. So that man, and that one of us beg for his salary. And every morning, coming to try something. Nobody doesn't call other radio station and say they can't find the minister. I listen to Andrea in the morning. I listen to that same station here, Shaggy. That's what I them talk they want.
Exactly, that's
and
what
he put on the English accent. He put on the English accent. To tell himself he could hold somebody. Why watch? What
Wrong place.
What is it?
Wrong place.
Oh, you have to stop this kind of thing.
Because he's talking.
I is a woman that I am not scared of nobody in Grenada. Anything I have to say, I'm saying it. Anything I have to say, I'm going to say it.
But Kami, I personally know that you are the number. But you wouldn't call the number on air. You wouldn't go on air and say, well, okay, Peter number is so and so. You could just say, listen, I don't have that number.
You have a lot of people, Mr. Scott. They come for your number and say, I cannot give you Sheldon number. I have to ask Sheldon first.
Yeah.
Before I give it out, and I the right thing to do.
Because many times you come to me and say, so and so wants your number.
Don't try that, yeah? Don't try that. Anyhow.
All right, my love.
I still have anybody that need nice, good support bra have, eh?
All right.
You understand?
Yes.
And Devon, good morning, and good morning to everybody.
All right, my
love. They don't try that kind of thing.
Wrong place, wrong place.
They want to make a war with me and Peter, but are they going to lose the battle? Are they going to lose that battle? Have a good day.
All right, my love.
Anyhow, you watch it. You will have Prince Charles and Prince Philip and all the people up there in Buckingham Palace right now.
Let it take that and cool it.
Yeah, let it take that and cool it. You're going to see Prince Harry, Prince Charles. What? Queen Elizabeth? All the what? All the dear one itself.
Oh gosh, all right, my dear.
Dear one itself. All right.
You relax.
Good morning, Mr. Prime Minister, wherever it is.
You up there too, man.
And Peter right under yam and they can't take that.
Two of them going and meet. Two of them meeting with the Grenadians.
Peter right on a day. They can't take that. That's what they can't take. Hold him under yam, Mr. Prime Minister. Keep him there. Bye-bye.
All right, my dear. And Kami, everybody on the live is saying good morning to you. Cathy, Depot, Sherma, Hannah, Will, everybody on the live this morning saying good morning to you, Kami. So we hope that you have a wonderful morning this morning. Tell them come better than that. And wrong program to try them shopping us on. Because I am a person who, one, has every one of them. Peter number ain't changed since about 2006, 2007. I know he had the same number. His number has not changed. None of the ministers and them get rid of the number. It's the same number. I tell you, I call them, so I know. If you call somebody else who don't have a number and you tell them that, you might get you with that. But you ain't gonna get you with that up here. Take that shopping elsewhere, brother. Good morning. Hello? 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 Okay, it seems as though we lost that particular one. 4407377 347-329-3101. Yeah. A person on the campaign trail is different from a person in the ministry. Yes, it's the same person, but their daily responsibilities change. Yeah? You cannot have people that leave China or leave Australia to come here and meet with you, and then when the time comes to meet with them, you are not there to meet with them because you may be losing $40 million, $50 million, or $60 million in grant for Grenada. You have to meet with the people. Yeah? You may not have as much time as before. Anyway, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Sheldon. Michelle Man here.
Hey, Michelle Man.
Hey, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. I'm listening to you, the man. You're strict. A fella tried to speak his doom too much.
Well, I don't understand. Wrong radio program.
I listened to the program and that the other morning and I heard what the former caller said.
Yeah.
But I even heard what Shaggy was relating to something, but they never give the number. They was making a little joke.
Exactly.
But they never give the number.
And I have a tape, so I could play it,
Okay.
Don't play with me,
Don't bother that. Don't want to hear that.
No, but I ain't even worth the time.
To my big sister, Sonia Raymond Nelson in Canada. I just want to wish her all the best and have a good day in the winter.
She busy on the live right now, boy. She busy on the live.
Yeah, I know she go come. I'm gonna join her Facebook just now.
Yeah, man. She did.
Yeah, well, anyway, enjoy your day and hoping to see you up in Sunday in this weekend coming. I will be up in Victoria.
What you all have in Victoria this weekend?
Gospel Fest.
The Gospel Fest is this weekend. That's taking place at Hero Square, right?
Yeah.
All right. What time on Sunday, though?
I think it's 6,
About 6?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So by that time, I should recuperate from the invitational and the invitational after party.
Yeah, but you might be busy after the invitation. You should go come up there, boy?
Man, I will take a sleep. on Sunday. All right. I want to try and make church early on Sunday morning after that.
Okay. Then.
All right. Okay, brother.
All right. Take care. Have a blessed day, man.
Blesseds.
Cool.
Yes, and you see, look, Sonia busy on the live this morning. Wrong program to try them stupidness, brother. Wrong man, wrong program. Yeah, you can't try that here. You're telling me. So you feel I don't have every one of the 15 candidates' numbers? Yeah, some of them have more than one and the two. I wouldn't come on air and say, Minister so-and-so number is this, Minister so-and-so number is that. Yeah, I wouldn't come on air and say that. But come on, man. You ought to get real with that. Stop that stupidness and programs. I listen to GBN in the morning. Yeah? I listen to the To The Point program. I usually listen to The Point just before my program. I haven't heard people calling there and saying, well, I can't this and I can't that. You hear voices of one or two people on a particular program in the morning making those statements. And this is the same people that had nothing good to say about the people who are saying they can't find them on the phone. These are the same people who had nothing good to say about them just before the election a month ago. So they ain't fooling nobody. They can't change their voice. It's the same group that caused the NDC to be 15-0 again. The same group of people that carrying on with the same type of behavior. The same group. No change in modus operandi. Group of political sycophants. As a good friend of mine would have say. In fact, let me leave out how my partner would say it. I go leave it out. Let me leave that alone. Take that, rest it aside. I go leave that alone. Yeah? But the same group of people. The same group of people. No change. Yeah? Calling and saying all kind of things that they know is untrue. If I'm campaigning, it means that I have an extended amount of time away from if I was in a ministry, away from the ministry, and then more to spend in the community, going around, touching base and that kind of thing. When that is completed, if I'm appointed a minister, I must spend a significant amount of time within the ministry. And that is what the same people used to cuss about me with. They used to say that I should be in the ministry and I shouldn't be on air. And there's the same group of hypocrites and them that used to be saying that. What you doing there? We paying him to be in the ministry and he should be in the ministry. And when we win, we go in and make him pay. So I'll lose and I'll continue lose. I'll never sit in parliament again. Never. I say so. They're too bad mind. Some of all you. All you feel afraid to say it, they're too bad mind. I say it how it is. I ain't afraid to say it how it is. That's how it is.
It is the #1 sound. And we're gonna play it all night long.
My woman, she's gone.
All you lose 15-0 and all you still don't realize all you mustn't lie. Stop lie. All you have to stop it. Stop lie. All you lose 15-0 due to lies. And taking the Grenadian people for fools. Calling us needy and greedy and all kind of stupidness. Yeah? Stop it. Stop it. We have a caller.
Good morning, Mr. Scott.
Hey, sir. How are you?
And how are you?
Hey, I good, man.
Yeah, let me just make 2 points. Go ahead.
Yeah, go right ahead. You're live.
Okay. Good morning to all Grenadians. What the gentleman said there about ministers, I can testify that is not quite true at all. What Kami said is the same thing that she just said, that she don't have a number. And I expect that Kami wouldn't just go give the number on the phone to everybody. So she did say that, but I don't think that was meant to be that ministers have changed the number, ministers not answering phone calls. That cannot be true. Mr. Scott, there is a definite orchestration out there. People are saying all kind of things since after the election. It have happened to me. A gentleman promised to juke me mouth. And next one tell me this week that he is suing somebody. And I've never in my life offered or talk anything about courthouse or suing. No time.
You, Clifford Bridgman?
Huh?
You, Clifford
You
Bridgman,
understand?
said,
So
yes, I listen to you.
I know that there is desperation there. The amount of things people tell me after election, good friends of mine who are NDC, try to keep me enemy. But as I said before, I have lots of NDC friends, and nothing will prevent me from being friends with them. The fact is, I wouldn't put myself in any confusion, but there is a lot of desperation. People are saying all kind of things. People are talking about Obia, people talking about how much 3-plane load come down. I asked them to identify one name of a person that came down to vote. Just call one person who not came down to vote on the plane. Tell me where there was race. Because I personally heard Mr. Nasimbock said that he knows of people that come down and they know the hotel they're in. He said that, but it was so sure that you know the hotel they're in, and you know where. You should have able to go to the electoral office and say, okay, Harry James is in hotel so-and-so, and I know he come down and I plan to vote. I want to see if he's properly registered. You had that authority to do. You had that because he said it openly that he knows where they are. Nobody could do that. And this is what caused the NDC, because they do not have, when they say things, they do not have a proper message. They cannot call facts to their message. You said, I heard Mr. Joseph said that Common Park, if it's not sell, it is listed out for 99 years. Oh gosh, you're a lawyer. You couldn't pick up one piece of paper and show that documentation? If it is listed out, it must be recorded somewhere. And being a lawyer, you must know how to search for information. You said that Granitang forests have been sold. You can't say what acres, what area, how much. These are facts. When you're in opposition and you want to be in leadership, you have to come with facts. So I think that was one of the things that responsible for the NDC not winning. In terms of the position for the Senate for the agriculture, I personally, I heard just what you heard too, that Mr. Campbell, Donson Campbell, is the person selected. I have absolutely no problem with that gentleman. I know for certain that he's a farmer. I know for certain that he's a well-educated man where agriculture is concerned. He was the leading extension research officer for agriculture for years for the University of the West Indies. And he lectured down here when I was in farm school. He was one of the person lecturing.
He's
good
educated
at what he's doing. He can lobby, and know he can lobby for farmers. And once he doesn't raise a political cap when he's in the Senate, I think he can do a good job.
But
I think the choice is good. But you have to forget people like Ray and them, and don't put on your political cap when you sit in the Senate. When you sit in the Senate, you are there representing the farmers. When you're outside on the street, you can have political things. So I have no problem. I believe that Mr. Campbell can and will do a good job. I'm certain about that.
Cliff, before you run
I
off,
know for certain that Mr. Campbell can a very good representation and presentation in the farmers. He's not a so-called farmer. He's a farmer. And his experience in agriculture go way back. We're talking about over 20 odd years. His experience in agriculture.
But let me ask you a question now, Clifford. Farmers, that's one thing. But what about the fishermen? I keep hearing you all talking about the farmers. I'm seriously concerned about the fishermen.
The farmers and the fishermen will come under one. They come under one.
I'm hearing that. But you usually hear when they go to the parliament, you don't hear them expounding. Well, at least the former person was not expounding on the issues that surround fishing and fishermen. It's like the fishermen okay and nothing wrong. But you have the tuna boats out of Petit Martinique that have their issues that need to be addressed and that need to be brought forward. You have the fishermen out of St. John and all over Grenada, Soubise and so on. They need a voice as well. It can't just be you're talking about nutmeg and cocoa production and returning banana. You have to be talking about fishing too.
Yeah, I accept it fully, but I think the fishermen are more organized now. Based on what I've seen for the last few weeks, I can testify that fishermen are more organized now. In Guave, there is a cry and cry out there now. There's a farmers organization and fishermen organization, and we heard those in those in Petit Martinique, Carriacou. So I think fishermen are much more organized now, and once they can grab up with Mr. Campbell, I expect a lot of voice in the Senate for fishermen. I think they're definitely more organized now. So I expect to hear a loud voice. When you hitting at the farm, when you hitting at the government, whether you're an MP and NDC, hit at them. When you're hitting at them for the farmers, hit at the government. Have to respect it. It's not everything that the government could do. There may be you come up with that the government can do. The government must be bold enough to and say no. But the representative must hit at the government when they're hitting.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right. 4407377. That's 4407377. I think we have another. Oh, okay, we lost that one. Yeah. 4407377 347329310. See, I had to close my eye to try and remember the next number. Yeah. We have a call online. Good morning.
Good morning, Senator Sheldon Scott. How you do?
I am great. And how are you today?
Well, this not 100%.
All right.
I may be about 25%.
All right. Well, you go right ahead.
What about Brother Devon?
He is not in studio with us today.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hope it's not.
Nothing bad. Nothing bad.
Okay. Okay.
And even if it was, I ain't going to come and say that on air. So,
yeah, I know.
But it's nothing bad. I can assure you that, yeah.
I know. I know. You know what I would like to say? And people, Senator Sheldon, people must give me a little chance. Let me catch myself. They say that it going wrong in the sea, and you have a fella in West Halstone Street. They say when they win, they'd have burned my house. They'd have burned me down. Well, they don't get through with that. No, what they do day before, when people bring me gas for me, they want to know who is that. When people bring me gas for me, that my people business. That not their business. You know what they do? Come and do. Last night, they come, they open open the one that using, the one that using is on, and the one that fully open it again. So, Brother Sheldon, see what you could do if you could come and save it from me now.
Now, first thing, if someone has threatened to burn your house, that is a crime and it's punishable by them being arrested, charged, and in the courts they can find themselves having to pay a fine and also spending time up at Her Majesty's pleasure at the Richmond Hill prison. So a person cannot make a statement that they go burn your house. Yeah? They cannot make, if they make that statement, I'm not saying that they didn't make it, I'm saying that there should be action taken if you have proof that person A or person B, or you have anybody that willing to be a witness to say that somebody threatened to burn your house. Even if it is, they say, when we win, we go into, it doesn't matter. They have made a threat. Yeah? And it's not a joke threat. That is a serious one. Because they're looking to destroy life and property. So in that instance, anybody that has made that statement and you have proof of it, bring it to the police. If the police are not acting on it, let me know if they're not acting on it. Because this stupidness have to stop some way. And if it has to be that you, Irma Jacob, end up being the first person to take one of them to court for something like that, and they go and they spend their time on Richmond Hill, so everybody else afraid to go to jail and they wouldn't do that again, let it be. But that has to stop. This bullying attitude of the NDC, this bullying attitude of the sycophants that support that particular political organization, this sort of bullying attitude that they have, that they're going to bully people into supporting them, that will not be allowed to stand. It's un-Grenadian behavior. It will not be allowed to stand. We have to take a stand on things like that once and for all. And if people have made that statement, a proper report needs to be made to the St. David Police Station. Officers take the name of the officer who take the report, and it must be investigated. Also, if any individual has come into your property without your permission and tampered with something as important as the gas that you have attached to your building, which is an explosive something, that again needs to be addressed and addressed properly. It cannot be allowed to continue. In no democratic and normal society are these things allowed to happen, and it must not be allowed to happen. Nobody, due to politics, must be allowed to take our country down that path. Nobody. We don't preach it. We will not tolerate it. If that is the case, if what you're telling me is the case, you need to make a proper report. Don't just call and say. You probably need to go to the police station, make a report, give them the names of the persons who have been involved in these sort of things, and let the chips fall where they may. I don't mind my tax money paying to keep them in prison for a while. I ain't mind that one. Yeah? Let us stay in prison for a little while. Nice? Okay, my dear. So we take action. Don't leave that like that. Take action. Yeah? Because playing with the gas is a dangerous thing.
Very dangerous.
I had an instance where I have a sister, my own sister, the gas tank exploded and it burnt her on over 40% of her body. Yeah, I've had an incident like that happening. It was because someone tampered with the gas. It's not here in Grenada, I was in Trinidad. But someone tampered with the gas. Yeah? She has lifelong scars. She survived, but she has lifelong scars from that. So it is not something that I personally take lightly. All right? Okay, my dear. So make sure and follow up on that. Okay? All right. That's a serious matter. Love you as well.
Have a blessed weekend.
Yeah.
And Senator Sheldon, you have a nice weekend too, eh?
Same to you.
Mommy George, good morning.
All right.
Okay.
I don't mind my tax money paid to keep them in jail for this one. No, serious. Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah. I want to see no boss man going up there. I don't want no boss man going up there because they do this or they do that or thing. No, I ain't had time for that. But you see, when they go and they threatening people like that, and when they actually going into the people's property and do things like that, it has sell in Richmond Hill. Don't worry, it have sell. Yeah, nice. Good morning.
Mr. Scott, pleasant morning to you, sir.
Morning, sir.
And good morning to your listening audience.
All right.
And wherever Mr. Romain are, I hope you have a blessed day.
Yes, sir.
Well, Miss, the lady you just talked today, please don't be worried. Real Protection Security Services have private investigators.
And those who are doing that, they need to stop immediately because they don't want us to come in and find who they are. Now, Mr. Scott, a while ago, you mentioned that the former representative in the Senate never spoke on fisherman issues.
Let me don't use the words never spoke. He may have mentioned it in and between, but it was basically, you could forget wherever it is he said, because there was never any serious focus on fishing by the representative.
Yeah, well, listen, if you are part of the Doom organization, the fishing industry in Grenada doesn't mean much to you. My next point here, can you imagine, while we are in London dealing with royalties, looking to get help and assistance for our people, some people in Grenada is using the morning comedy show to continue insulting the Grenadian people. I mean, this is just unacceptable. Now, Mr. Scott, let me go back to an issue I dealt with yesterday. And I want to say it because, again, if the NDC refuse to accept any of the senatorial appointments given to them by the GG, this will spell the end of them. They need to make no mistake about it. They need to be very careful because many of their supporters will turn against them. Remember, some of their supporters, they are public servants, you know. These are working people in Grenada. These are not stupid people. And if they refuse the opportunity to speak on these people's behalf, I can tell you, we may not have enough ballot paper for the NNP in the next election. No, Mr. Scott, hear this. This is my real issue here this morning. My concern today is dealing with employers that deduct employees' NIS deduction but have not paid it to the NIS. My question is, how difficult it is to deal with people to solve the issue of theft? Why does these injustices continue to happen? And what bothers some of us, some of these same employers and offenders, they continue to get government contracts. They continue to work, you know, in projects that is government project, but it might be, when you give a subcontracted, how these folks could get away with it? I want to know. I working for you. You deduct my NIS for the last 3 years. Hypothetically speaking, you have not paid a cent to NIS. Once that can be correlated between NIS and NI, and they know that this person worked and the money was deducted and it was not paid to the NIS. What is stopping the police from immediately arresting these individuals, putting them in the cell, remanding them in Richmond Hill Prison, selling the vehicles, selling part of the assets immediately if they cannot come up with the funds to rectify that problem? Why we continue to have these things happening? You cannot deduct your employees' NIS money and don't pay it to the NIS. This is unacceptable. And all those who are guilty of that, Mr. Scott, they need to rectify this problem immediately because this is unfair. People are already complaining that the money what they're getting from the NIS is not enough. Just imagine you have people who is not paying it after they're taking it out. This must be stopped, Mr. Scott. And it must be stopped immediately. And employees who know that that is what has happened to them, they need to take serious action. Go to the authorities, go to wherever these issues are being solved. Let us name and shame these people, confiscate, whether it's the property, whether it's the vehicle, whatever they have, until they can make the payment. If they can make the payment, let it go out of business, because these are not good employers. Mr. Scott,
I understand what you're saying. You're speaking about the enforcement. The law is there, but it's not being enforced.
Well,
because if it was being enforced, a certain Minister of Finance who is not Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell and was not Anthony Boson would have to be picked up too.
Listen, this is simple things we should not tolerate. For example, if in the debushing program, people NIS money has been deducted, and the person who is responsible and they take out the NIS money and they did not pay it, this should be the last contract this person receives. It don't matter who they support, who they are, who their grandfather are, who their godfather are.
Yes, I agree with you.
This person should be
because if it
completely. If you want to go and do the regular manual labor, that's okay.
Because I agree with you. What you're saying basically is that when government continues to give contracts to persons who are defaulting on their payments to NIS on behalf of the workers working under contract for them, doing something for the government, that government is actually supporting a wrongdoing.
They are
and as such, that needs to be addressed.
In this thing.
Yeah, okay.
And from the constituency level come down, we have to make sure that this kind of actions and behavior by certain individuals cease immediately. Because listen, we give this government the mandatory authority to do things and take action. Some of them might not be popular, but they have to take it. Because listen, you may take an action now and you may lose, let us hypothetically speaking, 2 or 3 hardcore supporters of your party. But trust me, you will be gaining 10 or 15 other persons who saying, yes, it's about time these things happen. And the fact that they are taking such action, I can support them.
All right.
Mr. Scott,
Thank
to
you
my
very much.
minister, Sister Delma Thomas, and the rest of the Northwest constituency in St. Andrews, I want to say have a pleasant weekend.
All right, my brother. Thank you very much. Yeah, 440-7377 and 347-329-3101. Good morning to you, Garfield. Yeah, and Cindy. Good morning to both of you. Yeah, folks, yeah, you might make a little pass down by the container park and check out Garfield's bar, eh? Yeah. No, you cannot go by Garfield and say Sheldon send you. Let me warn all you now. Do not go in Garfield's bar and say Sheldon send you. You wouldn't get anything off on the drinks. The price of the drinks is the price of the drinks. So you could go, let us go all different places. You could go by Helen Marie, right? You could go by Cami. Yeah? But you can't go by Garfield's bar and say Sheldon send you and expect to get, you'll get extra nice treatment. Yeah, you might get better treatment. Right? Yeah, so you go there and you say, although you'll be getting excellent treatment to begin with, so I know how you go gauge that you get better treatment because you just get the best treatment when you go by Garfield. When you go and you tell him, Sheldon, I know how to go improve on the treatment that you just get in the first place because you're already getting top class treatment. But don't expect to get nothing off on the bill, the Sheldon deduction. That don't apply for Garfield's bar. So don't go there trying to use that one, right? But check out Garfield's bar down at the container park, all right, man? And you can ask for Garfield or you can ask for Cindy when you're down there. We have a caller online. Good morning.
Sheldon, what's up, man?
Hey, I'm good.
That caller from New York trying to, he's trying to push some kind of talk there, you know what I'm saying?
But wrong place. I mean, sensible people, if they doesn't think, If you're trying to do that, wouldn't you call a talk show or a talk show host that doesn't know the truth?
Exactly, yeah.
Or somebody that doesn't have the number of all the people? He expects me not to have the number of all 15? You name the candidate and I have the number. I could call them. In fact, after the election, remember, we sat in the studio here and we were calling people and the same numbers are working. The only time the phone off, if they're in a meeting, you don't expect them to be in a meeting and every 2 minutes they're stopping the person and they take out the phone and they're answering a call.
Exactly.
So at that point in time, they would have the phone on silent and they may not answer, or they may have the phone totally off.
Or maybe the personal assistant have their phone.
I know ministers sometimes are trying to find them, and when you're calling, the phone is off, and then you get a call back a few minutes later or a couple hours later. Sheldon, I realized you were trying to reach me. What's up? Yeah?
That's right.
So it is not a case that the people and them change number. I mean, that's just a total blatant lie, and only an idiot would come and try to say something like that here and expect me to stay quiet.
Well, I won't go as far as call him an idiot.
No, I'm saying I didn't call him an idiot. I say only an idiot will expect to come here and say that and expect me to stay quiet. Maybe he expected me to respond.
Well, what I would say to him is that, because I know he's listening. Now, why work so hard in New York, right? I know, the terrain over there is hard work. And take your hard-earned dollar and send it for a man in Grenada who doesn't have the facts, who just keep lying for you. When he's done on the program, he go and drink beers. And he go back and talk to police again after he's drunk. And then basically, you're sending him money for that kind of individual. Man, I was sending money for you so you can bring it to some home or some people in this country where they can, take care of themselves and whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? It makes more sense that way. You know? I'm just saying that.
Well, what I could say is this, if they want to continue helping them, continue helping them. In fact, I want them increase the amount of money that they're sending to them. Because I don't want them leave radio anytime soon. I want them to put back the thing to the amount of time that they have it. I don't want them going away. I want them stay right there because I want Grenadians to see what the face of the National Democratic Congress is. Because they come out, It's like when you juke the ants nest and you see the ants come out, so you see that, oh, there's a black ants here, or this is a red ants there. When you juke the nest, that is the nest. I want them to continue coming out and showing people their true colors. I want them hidden so people don't know what is the option on the other side. I want them to continue talking. I want them to continue saying the things that they say. I want them to continue the modus operandi. So if the people out there who are supporting them can continue supporting them, I love it. I ain't want them go nowhere.
Yeah, because
I ain't want them go nowhere.
Basically, if you listen to the individual in the morning, he talking about if an NDC give an MP a ride, you stop for a guy and you see he have a green band on his hand. Where you tell him keep it moving. I mean, how dope is that song? You stop for a Grenadian who is flagging for a ride. Whether he support yellow, he support green, he support whoever he support. You see that brother, you give him a ride. You don't bring it down to that level. I mean, who does that? Yeah, must be a lunatic to come and talk that on the radio, This guy is a total lunatic,
well, I ain't gonna
go meet a Grenadian struggling, you stop for individual to give them a ride. You talk about if they have a green band, give them a ride. Tell them, keep it moving.
I ain't gonna say this lunatic. I say they have mental issues.
I love my Grenadian. If I see a man with a yellow band, a green band, a blue band, whatever band.
To be honest, I doesn't even see it. You see a person waiting. I mean, sometimes you're coming down late in the night and you see a security officer trying to reach home, or early in the morning you're moving. You see one of those security officers that may have finished working at 6 o'clock in the morning trying to get home. You just speed past them. No, you try to give them a ride to drop them. And you might see a police officer trying to get into somewhere. Or you might see a police officer. You might see a prison officer, a nurse, whatever. You're just gonna speed past them, or you're gonna see somebody. You might even know the person, but you find the person look like they're going to a job. They're going to do something productive. You don't just speed past. You stop and you get them a ride.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
I'm looking to see who is NNP. And even during election time, if I'm getting them a ride, nobody could say I start up no political talk with them and say, well, okay, I hope you're voting the right way and this kind of thing. No, that's not my place to do. I'm giving you a ride. I'm not giving you a ride for anything. I give you a ride because I see you as a need and you're going somewhere. Oftentimes, I pass in through Woodlands by the bridge there, especially on a Sunday and so on. You see people going to work in the south of the island,
You get them a ride.
You get them a ride. I don't stop to look and see, well, okay, you have on a yellow band and just speed off, or you have on a green band and just speed. I mean, come on. That's just dunce.
and to be honest, my boy, sometimes when I go out and have a drink, is basically with some of my NDC friends, and we all sit down and discuss politics, and we laugh and we kick. So this guy don't understand politics. You win people over by engaging them, not by cussing them.
Mm-hmm.
You know how much guys I win over just by engaging them? And they were strong NDC?
Mm-hmm.
Simple like that. You don't cuss people to win them over. You engage them in a conversation, and sometimes you get hot, you bring it back down to a level, and you start again.
Bro.
Simple like that.
We ain't opening no political school and we ain't giving them no advice. Bye-bye. Enjoy the rest of
it.
Here now, how things looking in St. Patrick, man?
Good, man. Good.
Nice,
Everything is good up here.
I have to get an update on that project that was taking place up there, though. I have to get an update on that project pretty soon. So we're going to talk again.
Yeah, good.
All right, nice. Yes, folks, 440-7377, 440-7377. Me and what them change. Yes, Nazi B. Common sense have he people. Yeah, common sense have he people. Nice? Yeah, you won't call here to try that. I mean, no sense. Grenada Invitationals tomorrow, folks. Your last opportunity to get your tickets. Yeah, so you could check at Venus Sports Bar. That's on what we call Wall Street. Yeah, you could go there. Venus, you could get your tickets. They open all now. You could go and get your tickets. And so now, also for the after party, you could go to Duty Free Caribbean in the mall down in town there. Right? You could go get your tickets there. You could get it at Grenadian Optical. You can also get it on GoToFet online. If you're in Grenville, you could go to Maxi Bowler, get your tickets. We have a caller online. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Okay, that caller is paying attention to the radio in the background and they had the phone away from the head. Yeah. Okay. The Osprey Lines, they want to announce that on Sunday, you know, usually, this for those of you in Carriacou and those of you heading to Carriacou over the next couple of days, the Osprey Line, usually it leaves Carriacou on a Sunday at 2 p.m. For this Sunday only, right? For this Sunday only, they'll be leaving at 7 p.m. instead. Yeah, they've changed the departure time for this Sunday to 7 p.m. So please take note. We have a caller. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, caller, you're live. Go right ahead. Yeah, you're live, caller. Just put the phone to your head and continue talking. Hello. Okay, let me just say this because I'm hearing the program playing in the background. You're calling and you're trying to listen to me on the radio and talk to me on the phone. That can't work. Once you're doing that, we'll have to disconnect it. Yeah, you have to call on the phone, speak to me on the phone. Okay, my dear? Because we're broadcasting via the internet, so there's a delay. What you hear on the radio has already happened. And you would realize that now when you're listening, that you're hearing yourself afterwards. Yeah? So let's see if this is the same person. Good morning.
Morning,
my dear.
Sheldon.
Hey, how are you?
Oh,
hey, I haven't heard you for a while.
Yes, Sheldon.
Yes, my dear, go ahead. Go right ahead.
I can hear you.
Yeah, just ignore the radio. Speak to me on the phone, my love. Speak to me on the phone. Come on, mommy.
Hello, good morning, Sheldon.
Yes, speak to me on the phone. Go ahead.
Yes. Hello.
Oh, gosh. Mommy, speak to me on the phone. Take the radio off. Speak to me on the phone. Come on. You can do it.
Yes, I am.
Right, so go ahead. You're live. Everybody's hearing you.
Yes, I am. I'm hearing you as well.
Yeah, everybody's hearing you. Go ahead.
Yes, morning.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Oh, boy. Mommy. I try. I try. All I can say, I try. I try. You have to take off the radio. Take the volume off of it. Use the phone and speak to me on the phone. Do not speak to me on the phone and look for the response on the radio. You won't get it. All right? Nice. It won't happen. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get onto the inside. Yeah? So if people want to continue the same behavior that caused them 15-0 in 2013, that caused them 15-0 again in 2018, and that going to cause them a 15-0 again when the next election call sometime up to 2023. Who am I to deny them of their third defeat? Who am I? Yeah? If they want to continue that bully behavior, go around and trying to bully people into voting for them. So they go around and they're telling people, oh, we're going to do you this and we're going to do you that. And you expect the people to go and vote for you? Or even when you go to some people and you're telling them the wicked things you had planned for a lot of people. Imagine they went so far as you know what they told one Prime Minister Mitchell's security? They told him his job. That's what they told a police officer of the Royal Grenada Police Force that is attached to Dr. Mitchell's detail. They said his job, they're going to put him to work with Prime Minister Nazimberg. That sounds strange saying, but they said they would put him to work with Prime Minister Nazimberg. But his only job would be to feed Nazim dog. That's what they told a member of the Royal Grenada Police Force. His only job would be to feed Nazim dog. And who they had planned that they go in and send in where? Petit Martinique, and who go in Caracou, and who go in this branch and that branch, and who go in and call traffic. A set of negative thoughts, a set of negative plans. Not that they're going to uplift the Royal Grenada Police Force, not that they're going to do proper things for them, not that they're going to make sure that they have uniform and make sure they have vehicles and make sure that they're not in a situation that a vehicle park up at a police station because it doesn't have tires and so on. Yeah, let's go to the phone lines again. Good morning.
Good morning, Sheldon.
Good morning, my dear. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay, go right ahead. You're live.
I need some help badly. You know, I am feeling so desperate and badly about all this. Makes me feel, you know, that, you know, I'm like a mug. You know, I am really, really disappointed. I need some help. You know, please, could anybody out there help me?
Okay, here's what.
I have important documents, especially in one of the Chester drawer. The people must have left the things out, you know, and go with this whole setting of everything in the drawers. My important papers, my collection, my little things, which is very important. I need some help.
Isn't this a situation that you spoke to us about before, but you knew who the people that went with the stuff were?
Hello?
Is this the same situation you spoke to us about before?
Yes.
But you know who the people who took what it is are?
Yes.
All right. Then have you spoken to the Royal Grenada Police Force?
Yes, I told them that I know who.
You know who the investigating officer is and you've been in contact with them?
I know who took it.
No, but the investigating officer on behalf of the police force, do you know who that person is?
Yes.
And don't say the name on air, but you know who that person is.
Yes,
okay, here's what. Give me a call exactly within the next 15 minutes. As soon as we're done, call me.
Sheldon,
and you're supposed to have my mobile number as well, huh?
I cannot remember. I have to look it up.
Okay,
I'm very concerned.
Here's what. Contact me on 406-5422.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
406-5422.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, love.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if you're afraid to get the number there, yeah, enter on air, right? Sorry. Okay, right. Nice. Yeah, 406-5422. Right? So you could give me a call on that number right after. In case you don't get me in studio, that's a number you can find me on. All right? 440-7377, 440-7377. That's the number you can call to get on to the inside of today's program, yeah?
Pressure, 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 pressure. Mr. Wicked Man, tell me what we do you.
Yeah, we're still trying to understand.
Can't you take it?
Want to vex with people for carrying out their democratic right.
No man stands alone. No.
Eat up your face.
Sensible. No man stands alone while
on them. They just can't admit they lose.
Man's indispensable when just sit up on his throne.
Devon!
We're living in a world where the weak have to feed the strong. Economic pressure of the poor man on the run.
We've got a call online. Good morning.
Sheldon, I got called back,
Okay.
And that's a big problem I have right here now.
Mm-hmm.
And the bus terminal. There is a scent from the storage to me. And I reported to the manager in the office, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that scent killing people. It's not good for the health. They say that is now water problem. Right? So I'm making a call that now water people come and see what they could do. Because it's not healthy.
That's
not healthy.
Let me find out something,
so
Cammy.
Smelling that thing here.
Cammy, that's from the thing right by you there. From right by you.
Yes.
Because I think there's a manhole by you there.
You want to throw it out? And the time he died down.
Whoa.
So I went to the office and they said they reported to Nawasa and they don't come in. They're supposed to come.
Let me deal with that for you.
Nawasa, let them know they have to come and fix that.
I'll talk to
Nawasa. When you go in
Nawasa.
the office, you have workers that have attitude. And they don't like that head already. And they're going to go and call the media.
Now I'm going to deal with it for you.
Nawasa people come in the evening when we close up and come and joke this thing and get it clear up. All right. Thank you.
All right, my dear. 4407377 4407377. That's the number. All right, Cammy, I'll speak to Nawasa on that one for you. I don't know if it's Nawasa or it's Grenada Solid Waste Management. No, Solid Waste is Solid Waste. I'll speak to them. Because that's the sewage system that you're speaking about. I know that there is one of the outlets is close to where you are. So you would be getting it full blast. Yes, so it probably needs to be emptied and so on. So I'll check on that one for you as soon as I'm done too. All right? Nice. 4407377 4407377. That's the number for you to call. Brian, good morning. Yeah, man. Hey, what short man had by Travelers Bar? What short man had today? Today is not peas soup. So what short man had it today, boy? Today I think is mutton. Short man. So I do have a number. Short man message me. How to say do have a number? Short man and Yvette. All you want to say, I do have a number. So message me and tell me what what kind of thing is that? All right. Yeah. All you could message me and tell me. Folks, remember Helen Marie. Yeah. Helen. Morning. Helen Marie. The children's band. Yeah. Candyland. So you could go and check her out and think she have up the drawings and things. She have the drawings. I don't think she put it up yet. But she have the drawings and then you could go and see. We know many of you are children usually play mass with her because we have to keep the culture alive. So we have to involve the children as well in carrying the culture forth. If we not encouraging the children to play pretty mass, then 10, 20 years from now, all we going to have is jab. We ain't going to have no pretty mass. If we don't involve the next generation, and not just in playing the mass, if you could get them into a mass camp to see how to do things too, get them into it. Other than that, when we're doing mass, pretty mass here in Grenada, we're going to have to bring in people from Trinidad to come and do the wire bending and do the formation of the headpieces and all this kind of thing. We're going to have to bring people here from our next country to do it. So we have to encourage the younger ones to be directly involved in the production and also in the playing the mass itself. All right, so you could call Helen 533-3351. Good morning.
Yeah, I wish I was a child again, boy. I would have played mass.
So you're the waiting?
I've seen the sketches. They look really good. I think it has to do with Candyland or something like
Candyland,
that.
yeah.
Various special candies that children love.
Yeah, Helen coming out for them, boy.
Yeah. Sheldon, a reminder, Sunday, Victoria.
Yes.
The naming of the bridge, Miss Petty. It's going to be quite an occasion for the folks in St. Mark, you know. We have to ensure that we put together some landmarks so people can have a better idea as to the significance of our people and what they would have done in their time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the dear lady who was the survivor, Miss Batson, Marjorie Batson, GIS recorded her story, so that will be shown as well. And
I know Miss Batson, you know.
you know Miss Batson?
You forget the springs are from Schumann.
Oh yeah.
That's right across the road, you know.
In spite of the fact they want you to go back in Trinidad.
That's right across the road from home, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
GIS did a nice interview with her yesterday. And, you know, Miss Petty has children. She has nieces and a niece in particular who I know close to me. So it's going to be an honor out there. The Gigi will unveil the plaque that's there that was put to name the bridge. You know, sometimes, Sheldon, we forget, as a result of time, we forget these important things and what people would have done in their lifetime, you know. And it certainly is great to be able to do something like that in honor of this dear lady who would have saved this 13-year-old in this storm heading out to sea with raging water. Just listening to the lady telling the story, it's riveting. It makes you cringe, you know, to hear what they would have gone through. And here she was 8 months, I think, pregnant at the time. But she wasn't prepared to leave this young girl out there, you know. And the description as to how she encouraged her and told her what to do so that the two of them can survive the raging water, not knowing that they have already lost a lot of people. A lot of people, I understand, approximately 40 persons were lost with that flood.
Wow.
Houses went into the sea. Some 14 houses went into the sea, including her husband.
I heard something similar. I heard a story about that many years ago. I heard a story about that event having happened. But this is the first I know of it being properly chronicled. As something to speak about that being done. Yeah.
And if you hear the story, Miss Batson went to actually sleep with this older person,
Mm-hmm.
And she's talking about the water raging into the house and coming up to the bed level and being swept out. Yeah, I mean, it's something else, you know. None of us want to experience that sort of thing, you know. But the heroic deed of Miss Petty was something that we certainly need to be remembered of, that, you know, that human kindness in us, you know. I was reading a story on Facebook, I think it was last night, where this young man somewhere in Argentina met this little girl and he wanted to adopt her and so on and so forth. And somebody said, you know, Grenadians, I think it was Nazim Benjamin, Grenadians are kind people, and we are. We will help each other. In spite of the fact that we may have our differences, when we have that sort of issues around us, surrounding us, the hand is always stretched out. And that's the goodness of our people. So Sunday, 5 o'clock, Victoria, Sheldon.
Yes, ma'am. And you hear people don't order me up to Victoria for the gospel concert afterwards.
That's right.
So
This big gospel concert, the St. Mark organization, big gospel concert coming right after that. Where's your sidekick this morning?
He has a function this morning that he cannot miss, so he had to be out this morning to that.
I find you could have invited me, man.
I'll go start to do that, eh?
Yes.
All right, my dear.
Don't forget, I want to say good morning to my girl, Miss Cammy.
Yeah, of course.
I hope she hearing me.
She blocking, she knows right now. She take ting bad.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. Well, we will sort it out for her.
Yeah. Take care,
all right, my dear. Same
All
to
the
you.
best.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And folks, yeah, we're heading down to the Grenada Invitational tomorrow. The Grenada Invitational tomorrow. And for those of you in St. Andrew, the Miss St. Andrew Carnival Queen competition, they're having an audition for young ladies interested in participating in this year's Queen Show. So that will be taking place tomorrow at the Anglican Primary School from 10 a.m. The show itself will be on August the 3rd. You know that's Rainbow City, right? August 3rd at the Luke Cinema in Grenville. So the Miss St. Andrew Carnival Queen Committee, they're having that audition. So you want to be representing St. Andrew at the in the Miss Rainbow City, I don't say, but I don't think that's the proper name for it. So that'll be taking place tomorrow at 10 a.m. Right, 10 a.m. at the Anglican Primary School. So those of you interested, head on out to that activity. All right. Also, I had to say a happy birthday to somebody else, you know. Yeah. Let me say a special happy birthday to Rosemary Charles. Rosemary! Yeah, happy birthday to you. Yeah, I think with Rosemary, I ain't too sure if Rosemary going up in age or she going down in age, because Rosemary look like she aging. Yeah, Rosemary, I ain't going to even ask you what age you are. You're still looking like a teenager. Anyway, I know if it's the skin products and them that doing that kind of thing, you know. Yes, and hey, Chantal, good morning to you. And yes, it is possible. Christine Charles, we're saying a very special happy 13th birthday to you as well. Yeah, you're a teenager now, eh? Yeah, you're a teenager. You're 13? Right, you hear the teen addition to it there? Right, so you're now a teenager. Yeah, more responsibility, not less. All right? So Christine Charles, we're saying a very special happy birthday to you from your mom, Chantal. And we hope that you have a fabulous day today. And it's the weekend, so you have a fabulous weekend as well. All right? Yeah. All right, folks. And for any of you interested in the St. Andrew Carnival Queen show that they're having on the 3rd of August, they could contact Miss Frank on 418-3348. 418-3348. And those of you interested in playing mass, you could contact Helen Marie on 533-3351. That's 533-3351 Candyland. Yeah, so them children and them getting to play in Candyland and all kind of thing, right? Yeah, and you know, yeah, give them the candy and thing, but make sure they check Gentle Dental Care and check the teeth every now and again. You gotta go by Gentle Dental Care. Well, you feel going in Bruce Street Mall, you're going upstairs there and thing up by where Boss FM and thing is there. Boss FM for last morning. You're going up by Boss FM and thing there. You're going and look for Gentle Dental Care. All right? Yeah, Dr. Julie Dubois. So you go in and check her and she will fix you up nicely. Yeah? The only thing you have to keep your mouth kind of closed when you come out. If you smile, you might blind people and that kind of thing. Next thing, 12 o'clock, you come out, you smile. You say, hey, how you do? I smile and all kind of thing. And the sun hit your teeth and it shine back on people and blind them. You have to end up going by Wade Optical or Grenadian Optical to go and get glasses because you're blind people. You have to careful with them thing. Nice. We have a call on the line. Good morning. Hello?
Oh, no. I was just calling you to say you have a constant loop going on, but it stopped.
A constant loop?
It stopped.
I wonder if I had a constant loop or you had a constant loop.
I don't have no constant loop. I'm not loopy.
All right, Loopy.
I not loopy at all. But you see the guy that called you pertaining to the same thing he tried on the radio there about phone numbers for the MPs and so forth.
Yeah.
Just yesterday, me and three of them had that same argument, you know. And the argument of how much plane load of people that go. Even one of my family members come telling me that yesterday. Because she buying into the argument. She coming in here in the discussion and she joining and oh yeah, I hear that. I said, okay, well, tell me what, give me some flight numbers. Give me the flight number, give me the name of the people. Somebody, all you must know, somebody tell you. Maybe one of them traveled to, was on the plane and tell you. Tell me who it is. Nobody can say nothing. They
so let me ask.
It's true. All they're saying is true.
Oh, what I mean is true. There's not true that. Listen, they are always playing loads of Grenadians coming into Grenada. Right now,
every week,
JetBlue,
there's all these flights going into Grenada.
You couldn't find a seat easy on JetBlue and so to come into Grenada right now, and it ram because you have Grenada invitation out this weekend.
You can't get a seat coming to Grenada unless you're going into Trinidad, Barbados.
You have to book a flight.
One of those hubs.
You have to book a flight for August now. You have to book a flight for August for Carnival now. And in fact, right now, I think most of the flights ram already.
You can't get a direct flight. You cannot get a direct flight from the U.S. to Grenada for Carnival right now. Ain't happening. We was looking into that up to yesterday. Ain't happening. Everything is everything. There's no non-stop flights.
And
I don't know if by the end of the week they might put up any more, but up until yesterday there was none.
And you see,
what happens? 1 o'clock last night, none.
What happens is that they put on additional flights when they realize the volume of people heading to a destination or seeking to go to a destination. They would put on additional flights, and then you have to be quick on it because you have to constantly be checking to realize, well, look, they put on an additional one and get your ticket. Other than that, you're getting left. You're getting left. So I don't. This nonsense that they're getting on with, they just need to check and see where they went wrong, and check themselves. check and see where they went wrong and check themselves. And the other thing too, even if somebody left the UK or they left the States or wherever, and they came to Grenada and they participated in the electoral process here, is that person not a Grenadian? The person is a Biafran? The person come from Biafra? Huh? I want to know if the person come from Zimbabwe or Biafra, or if they come from the Comoros Islands, or is the person from somewhere as in Bihar in India? The person is a Grenadian. They want these people. They go out there, they create committees, and they want these people and them to give them money. They want these people to fund the various programs and so on. They want these people to send barrels of stuff for them to go and give children when school reopen and all this kind of thing. They want these people to send toys for them to go and give to children when it is Christmas time. When somebody house burn or some kind of thing, the same people they go into to do barrel of food stuff and barrel of clothes and barrel of this to send. If we, God forbid, we have a natural disaster taking place or a man-made one, these are the same people who get together in their thousands and send down container load of stuff for Grenada. These are the same people that send the chairs for the GBSS school or some other school in Grenada. The shoes for the children to be able to run and so. They're good enough for all of that. But to be part of the process here in Grenada, they're not good enough. Something had to be wrong with that picture. Some sort of hypocrisy. Yeah. Something had to be wrong with that picture, definitely, man. Yeah. So they're good enough for all of that. They're good enough for all of that. No, but even if it was true, they're good enough for all of that. But they're not good enough to participate in the progress
in the electoral
here
process
in Grenada.
or their own country.
So you see the hypocrisy. Yep. So where's the sense? Where's the sense they have a NDC New York support group? And they should try to tell me that there are not people who are living in New York right now who did not take a plane and come down here and vote for the NDC. They should try to tell me there are not people that came down who live in New York who came down and campaign and vote for the NDC on election day. I would like them to tell me no.
I had two neighbors that was down there. Well, they didn't campaign much, but they went down there, came down a week before, and they voted, and they're strong NDC supporters. You know, that's the reason they went down anyway. You know, but it's just mind-boggling when you hear these people with these things, and you know they're going over and over and over. And if one of the persons yesterday, I asked her, I said, so tell me when last you went to Grenada. You have all the information about Grenada. Which program on any one of the radio station did you hear it? She can't answer. She don't listen to no station in Grenada. She don't listen to, but it's just word of mouth. These people have what you call black man gram. You know, I'm using that terminology.
Yeah.
You know the other terminology.
No Instagram.
Back in the day. Right. They had a form of media out here that it just seem to be doing a lot better than any other form of media, you know. Because they're real spreading crap. You know, it's real spreading.
The thing is, wait, did that help them when election came?
No,
did that help them? You know what their people are saying now? That if you are out there and you realize that your family member voted for the NNP down here, don't support them, don't send nothing, don't help them. That's what they're telling. They're telling people, in other words, let your family suffer because they vote for the New National Party. I mean, how callous can these single fans be? How callous can they get? That they have to get to that stage that you have a relative and trying to create friction and confusion in families and all.
Yeah, man.
I mean, that's just total nonsense, man.
They're ridiculous. They're ridiculous.
But you see, they could get on with that kind of behavior at a certain place. They know they can't come on we program and get on with them thing. They ain't go get through that. They ain't go get through.
Brother.
All right, my boy. All right, you enjoy your day, man.
If I can pick up a case. I try to see if I can pick up a case of snapper here for the weekend, bro.
All right, better a case of snapper than a case to the court. All right, my bro. Later.
All right, later.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. All right, folks, and we are actually out of time here. We're out of time for today. So we'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us on the program today, and we loved having that interaction with each and every one of you. All right, so we look forward to having Devon back with us on Monday. All right, nice. Okay, Papa? Nice? Good. Right, that's all the time we have for Hard Talk for today. It's been wonderful being here. In whatever you say, whatever you do, do it safe and secure. We want to be speaking to and with you and not about you. All right? Love you all unconditionally.
Let it tune for the song, man. Yeah.